Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Future Trading with Mike, and today is July the 13th. It is Wednesday morning, and today I am not going to be recording my live trading session, guys. I'm going to start mixing things up a little bit, I believe. I'm not sure if, the turnout of what I'm seeing is in comparison to the number of subscribers we have on our channel, in comparison to, the number of watches and getting on the videos and the number of likes on the videos, it's just not adding up. So I think what I'm gonna start doing is start putting more informational content out there, and not probably post videos every single day. Allow a few days in between posting videos and things like that to kind of give myself a breather, and coming up with topics and for content on the channel here, versus just every single day hammering and posting my live recorded sessions. I just, in the videos, I ask those that watch the videos to kind of, chime in, leave comments, click on the like button so we can get the channel into population on the YouTube algorithm. But it's really not working out, so I believe maybe I'll kind of, maybe post a video maybe once a week or so of me trading the ES or any particular future market, because I did say in one video that I may start taking a look at the NASDAQ. I used to trade the NASDAQ before, but we'll see. But right now, the ES is my bread and butter. But I think what I'm gonna start doing is making more content videos, more topics, videos surrounding content that is more informational than just kind of things kind of being dry to sit here and watching me trade. I know a lot of people probably like watching me trade, but to me, it's kind of getting repetitive, and I think I need to switch it up a little bit to and I think it'd be more beneficial for people out there who watch the videos as well, because people like to hear and receive information through other individuals that know what they're talking about. So I think the video content talking about certain topics would be more so fit for this channel. And then every once in a while, maybe weekly, once a week or twice a week, I may do a video. Continue doing the live recorded session videos as well, where you can see me trading live. But anyways, let's talk about today's topic. What I want to talk about is, so there will not be a live trading video today, guys, of me trading. I will be on Discord, like we have a Discord community up. Let me go ahead and say that, put that out there. There is a Discord community up for this channel here, Future Trading with Mike. If you're interested in joining the Discord, just find the link down in the description portion of this video below. Click on it and invite yourself to the Discord. It's a community where we, as fellow like-minded traders, are sharing ideas throughout the session. So yes, I will be on Discord as pretty much every day trading like you guys are trading behind your monitors. I'll be trading and doing the same thing. We share ideas, we share our thoughts in the market. We kind of converse and talk about what's going on in the session, talk about news events, just kind of, there's plenty of members on the channel or the Discord that ask questions, and there's always somebody that answers questions. So if you're interested in joining the Discord to follow us or to join in as we trade daily, the future markets, then find a link to the description down below for the Discord for this channel, Future Trading with Mike, and join today. But I think most people would probably trade the ES, is what I'm seeing so far. But you do not just strictly have to be one that trades the ES. It doesn't matter if you trade the NASDAQ. I've seen several people on the Discord channel, many members that trade the NASDAQ as well. Some trade crude and other equity classes, or when it comes to the future market. So it doesn't really matter. But yeah, the Discord is up and running. If you're interested in joining that, click the link or find the link down in the description portion of the video below. So outside of that, the topic I want to talk about today is actually one that I guess kind of centered around me more so, is what I've learned over the last year, or in the last in the last year, about trading the ES futures, right here, full time, at home, behind my desk. What I've learned, what it's shown me, and I've learned quite a bit, because each day, each month, each year, we as people are always evolving. We're trying to become better and learn new things, and And because everything around us is always changing, right? So we have to adapt to the changes that are going on. I mean, even with trading, I mean, there are changes that go on. From your broker may change something, it may change the margins, you know, there's something that may be changed on the platform that you may have to learn or tweak or adjust to, you know, kind of still continue to trade the same way you do. The market is always evolving. So there's conditions that we have to adapt to each and every day. I mean, or how, you know, it doesn't really matter how often things kind of change. We have to be able to adapt to those things and continue to move on. So those are the things, you know, within the last year that I've learned some things I'm going to talk about that, you know, that I've had to kind of cross those barriers and keep pushing forward. So, you know, one of those things, number one, is going to be staying consistent. I mean, I talk about this kind of quite often as being consistent in anything you do in life, because consistency is what drives us forward. It's what keeps us moving and moving forward, correct? So if we aren't consistent in how we do things each and every day, then at somewhere down the road it's going to cause us to fail. So consistency is what keeps me going. You know, it's the tool or the driving force that allows me to be able to push through things every single day, you know. And as long as I'm consistent in my trading or in my life, you know, because I have to separate the two sometimes, but I try to be consistent overall, no matter what I'm doing. If I'm trading, I you know, I stick with the trading plan. You know, I'm trading the same way. I'm consistent. You know, I try not to deviate outside of that. You know, and even in my personal life and each and everything that I do daily, I'm consistent. I try to stay consistent with what I'm doing, and consistency comes with being focused. Kind of the same thing. You have to be consistent. You have to be focused on what you're doing, and kind of do the thing. Not saying you do it the same way, but just be every single time. But just be consistent and be grounded in how you do it, and making sure you're doing it logically speaking, smart. You know, being smart about how you do things. So consistency and how you conduct life, how you conduct everything within your life is key. Okay, so that's just one thing that I want to talk about, because within the last year, you know, every single year I work a little bit better and trying to, or every day I'll say, trying to be a little bit more consistent in my life and everything I do. That surrounds me and everything I do. When I say everything I do, I don't mean just trading. I'm talking about every little, you know, every little thing I do in my life. Whether it's, you know, having to outside of trading take care of other business ideas and ventures that I have my hands in. You know, talking to people over the phone. Whatever it is in life that I have to do on a daily basis, I have to be consistent with it. And no matter how I'm feeling that day, I have to be consistent, okay? Because if I'm not consistent, then how can I be profitable, right? And the things that I need to do, you know, whether it's trading or other business ventures that I am or conducting. So, and I always have new business ideas, guys. So I'm just I'm an entrepreneur in a sense. Trading is primarily the full-time thing I do, or was one of the keys to or my revenues or incomes or whatever the case is, but it doesn't make up the whole pot, is what I'm trying to say. So I do other things outside of trading. Being disciplined is another thing, but before we go on discipline, I want to talk about patience. Being patient, having patience. Patience, I talk about this all the time in my videos, is some of these core things I'm talking about are make up the psychological pieces or components that bring you as a person or make you whole and getting your mind right when you're trading, right? So psychology is a section in itself, a category in itself, or a piece of the pie that makes up allows a person to become a great trader. So patience, yeah, you have to be patient. You have to have patience in life, no matter what it is, whether it's you're raising your children, whether it's you're trading and waiting for that trade setup, whether it's you're driving and you're waiting at a stoplight, driving, just, you know, you have to be patient in everything you do, because other things around us sometimes, there's other elements, other things around us, whether it's people, whether it's you're trading in the market's moving and racing. You have to be patient because sometimes things around us are moving at such a fast pace to where you can't move, and get involved in any of that because it doesn't allow you to see clearly. So patience is key in my life because it helps me, again, stay grounded, stay focused, allows me to see, and I just sit back and wait patiently. When I'm trading, I wait patiently for the opportunity for the right setup to take a trade. So I've learned that I have to become more patient in my trading, say for instance, over the last year, because sometimes your patience wears very, very thin when it comes to trading because of the fact you could be waiting all day long. Like we've seen in the last couple of weeks, or especially last week and this week so far, well, I say last week more so, but there's been plenty, you always see it. I mean, people are always talking about, traders are always talking about the market moving sideways, just moving so slow, so slow. It's like watching paint dry on the wall. Yes, you have to be patient, but even within a range of market, we all know you can still trade. But some people kind of shy away from that, so you have to be patient and wait for your setup. You have to be patient in everything in your life, or if you want things to kind of unfold and work in your favor. So key to trading as well, and what I've learned is becoming and being more patient because the markets are always changing. And it doesn't do the same thing, and if it's not doing what you need it to do, then you just sit back and you don't force it, right? That's another thing. We'll talk about evolving markets. I've learned over time and every single year and over the last year especially, the markets are changing. They are always evolving. They change all the time. Every day the market's doing something new. We know that, right? We know that we have to trade based around the changes that the market's making. It's not always going to make higher highs and higher lows, lower lows and lower lows, and move the same way, It may not go up to that high you want to see it go to. It may not go down to that low that you're so waiting for it to go to in a session, to be able to trade from, whatever the case is. It may just go stagnant and go sideways. The markets are always changing. It's doing something every single day differently. And I've learned that over time, because sometimes in the past I used to wait and say, oh, okay, I profited today. The market was good. And then the next day, you may not do so well, because you think that the market is going to kind of do the same thing over and over and over again, hit a value area high, value area low, hit a certain level, whatever the case is, and you're waiting for whatever that level is that you're waiting for, whether it's a round number, half number, whatever it is, a swing, supporting swing, whatever the case is. It doesn't matter. It's not always going to do the same thing at all times. The market is designed. One thing to keep in mind is designed to stop you out. It is designed to take your money because, like I say this all the time, there's bigger beings at hand that continuously try to fool you for you to lose. The trading is a business, yes, it is, but it's a game in a sense. It's an adult game for experience-minded or people who really know how to trade it. You have to know what it's doing. I always say this. You have to be able to read the market, okay? So, yes, the markets are always evolving. I've learned over the last year or in the past year that things change, and we as people have to change around what's going on, And it allows, one thing about the markets evolving, it has helped me become a better trader, because it's like the more that it evolves, the more that it changes, it's like it's something you build up, you start to make mental notes of how the market traded this way today, the market did this, the next day, the market did this, the next day, and then you start to build this photographic thing in your mind, in your memory of just, and then when you see it again, it's like, oh, the market did this like last week, or whatever the case is, or it did this a month ago. You become experienced in knowing how the how the market moves and what it's done in the past, or whatever the case is. So. That's the thing about how I always say you got to be able to read market structure. When you see something that happened in the past, you'll be ready for it again in the future when it happens again. When you see it again, you may say, "Oh, this setup here, I love this setup. This is my bread and butter type setup. This is the kind of thing that I really look for. It happened last week. It's unfolding again. There you go. Being structured, being disciplined, same thing, kind of in a sense. Being structured, having discipline. You as a person, we as people, we have to be structured and our daily activities and daily in life. It's the same thing, being disciplined and being structured while you're sitting here and watch the paint or the picture being drawn on your charts. You have to be structured. You have to sit back. You have to wait for, like I say, market structure. Market structure is it's like watching the foundation or structure being built. When it comes to trading, the same thing. We have to build upon things in our life, become structured in how we carry out the things in life that we do, the activities that we do. And if pertaining to trading, we have to be structured individuals to sit here and understand, mentally build and have a foundation of what we're looking at when it comes to the market. Just as the market is building in its structure, making formations, whatever the case is, we have to build ourselves and be grounded to be able to understand what's going on in the market. So being structured, being disciplined, having discipline, and just sitting tight and just waiting to execute the trades that we're going to execute. And then when it comes to one thing I've learned too is that over the last year, the sky's the limit when it comes to trading. I've learned this just not in 1 year's time, but the sky's the limit. When I first started trading, I had always said to myself, that what is there in this world that allows people to become so successful? Like, what opportunity, what career, what is one of the I guess most profitable things that a person can do to make money? Not say quick, but I'm saying to make money and become very successful if you really know what you're doing and you learn the craft. Trading. Like there's no limit to the amount of money you can make in trading, the amount of profit that you can bring home. There's no limit there. Most people work a job, and what do you have? You have a salary, you have a wage you make, whatever the case is, and you're going to cap out. That's what you're going to make annually. That's what you're going to make monthly. That's what you're going to make daily, whatever the case is. Even kind of running a business sometimes, it's like, you build your business up to a certain degree, whatever the case is, and you just kind of, you try to continue making that same revenue each and every year, but we always hope to have a budget to where we want to make more, right? We want to be able to increase our profits, and whether it's adding more products or adding more services to the line that we offer. But the thing about trading is that there are no expenses really, other than small fees that you have to pay. The biggest expense is getting this mentally right. Because this is what's going to affect you the most. This is what's going to affect you to cause you to lose money if you allow it to. So you have to, again, going back to structure, build the foundation on yourself. Building the foundation of who you are as a person, as a trader, to be able to be great at actually trading. Because the better you become, the more structured you are at what you do in this market, the better, more money you're going to make, the more profit you're going to be. I hate to say the more money you're going to make, because it's like, it's not about the money sometimes. It's about just, the same thing as you go to work and you have to complete a job task, whatever the case is. The same thing. I look at, when I go into the market, I don't worry. It's not about money. It's about ticks with me. I look at, the same thing. I have to sit here and wait for something to unfold. I'm waiting for that, for the market to do whatever it's going to do, so I can attack it, so I can jump into the market and execute my trades, whatever the case is. So there's a task at hand that I'm looking to complete, each and every day, fall in the market. So yeah, the sky's the limit as far as how much money you can make, and that's the one thing I liked about trading. And when I found out I slowly started to learn how to trade, was that, man, there's no limit. Now, there can be a limit from the beginning, depending on, capital size and how much money you're looking to trade with it in the market, whatever the case is. But as you start to build your account up, you'll start to see that there is no limit. The better you become, the greater you become at this craft, the more money that you can take home. You may go from trading one contract or one lot to trading, the next few years, whatever the case is, to 10. There's a big difference in the amount of money you can make trading one lot versus 10. So you start to see your account size grow. You start to see your take home grow. You start to see that the lifestyle I can afford to live becomes greater, becomes better, you know? So, yeah, the sky's the limit as far as how much you can profit in trading. But don't be greedy, as I always say. Don't be greedy. You know, I have kind of a goal that I like to meet every single day. Some days I may not meet that goal, whatever the case is. But it's like, do I bash myself or down myself for not meeting that goal? No, I don't. You know, because tomorrow could be a different day. You know, the day after could be a different day. So it doesn't really matter. I mean, you know, I have a budget in mind as far as the amount of income I would like to make monthly and annually, whatever the case is, and not gonna say most times, all the time, I'll always over exceed that amount, whatever the case is. But you just have to start from somewhere, understand how to trade correctly, and that's why I keep saying I think some people just jump into the idea of wanting to trade and then trying to jump 10 steps just to get to you know, making the money, and they haven't even fulfilled or learned the core to build themselves up, to build that foundation, to build the structure, to be able to get them mentally where they need to be at to start profiting and making money in the market. So I'll leave you guys with that today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just wanted to throw some things out there that, you know, over the last year would have helped me, what I've seen in the markets, what has you know, which has really helped me. What I've seen in the market, you know, what I've learned over the last year in the market trading these, but particularly the ES future, because within the last year, that's what I've primarily traded is the actual ES futures. But yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in this morning, watching. If it's your first time viewing, hopefully you enjoy the content. Guys, if you're first time viewing, I have tons of videos on the channel where you can go back and watch and see me trade live. You know, my live quarter sets, me trading the ES futures. I'm a price action trader. You know, so but the strategy I use is primarily supply and demand. I use a top-down approach. So I look from a higher time frame to see if we're in an area of supply or demand, and I trade accordingly, scaling down to lower time frame charts. So the channel is packed with content, so hopefully you enjoy some of the content on the channel, some of the videos on the channel. And if you don't mind, everyone across the board, could you please simply click on the like button? It'll help the channel out. It helps the algorithm out. Well, not the algorithm, helps the channel. You know, when it comes to the algorithm, to get the channel more in the population here on YouTube or whatever the case is. Just trying to get more viewers, trying to help more people. That was my goal from the beginning. I said that probably from one of the first videos that I actually created, was that I started these videos with more so for self-reflection of how I trade, to where I can reflect back on watch my trades. But then I said, you know what, there are people out here that are probably really trying to learn this stuff, and let me go ahead and make this public so people can watch this and see me trade. You know, watch my live quarter sessions and see me trade, whatever the case is. And from there, it kind of blossomed. So let's allow the channel to continue to blossom. And all you have to do on your part is just click the like button. Click that button. It looks like a little thumbs up. Click the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please take the time to go ahead and subscribe today. Thank you, guys. I'll see you in the next video, and have a great one.